Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And Namullah Khan, you are watching my YouTube channel. So I am going to discuss about interrogative sentence. What is an interrogative sentence? One of my brilliant student has requested me to record a video lecture on interrogative sentences and kind of interrogative sentences. So what is an interrogative sentence? An interrogative sentence is that kind of sentences in which we place auxiliary verb and sometimes WH or interrogative word before the subject. So auxiliary will come before the subject and sometimes interrogative word, WH word, what, which, how, it will come before the subject. And at the end, there will be sign of interrogation. We are inserting sign of interrogation. Sign of interrogation in local grammarian, they are called question mark as well. But that is called sign of interrogation as far as advanced grammarian, Greenbaum, etc. they are concerned. They are called it sign of interrogation. So this punctuation mark, that is called sign of interrogation, not the question mark. So that is interrogative sentence. So what is an interrogative sentence? In which auxiliary will be placed before the subject. Interrogative sentence sometime, WH word, which, why, what, how, that will be placed before the subject with an auxiliary. Such kind of sentences we will call an interrogative sentence. For example, does he play football? So does, that is auxiliary, he, that is subject. Subject, auxiliary before the subject, at the end there is sign of interrogation. And sometime, what are you doing here? So what, an interrogative word or auxiliary, use subject. So interrogative word and auxiliary before the subject, at the end there will be sign of interrogation. There will be sign of interrogation. So we are dealing with mostly with the question. Mostly they are asking questions, but that is not compulsory. Sometimes there will be an interrogative structure, but that will not be asking a question. For example, in direct and indirect narration. While we are changing an interrogative indirect sentence or direct sentence into an indirect one, that will be the question. But we are not asking something, we are inserting full stop there. So the basic structure is, wherever auxiliary is before the subject, we are inserting sign of interrogation. Whenever we are inserting auxiliary before the subject, there will be mark of sign of interrogation. And when auxiliary is its place, for example, where you are doing here, then we will insert full stop, not sign of interrogation. Not a sign of interrogation. Therefore, sign of interrogation, that is punctuation, that is not the question mark, that is called sign of interrogation. So basically interrogative sentences have four types. One is called open interrogative. What is open interrogative? Be in mind, open interrogative is that kind of interrogative of which the answer is given in the form of a statement. In which the answer is given in the form of a statement. For example, if you are asking this question from 3 students, these 3 will give you different answers. So the answer will be in the form of a statement, that we will call open interrogative. So interrogative question will be an open one. Interrogative will be of open nature. So that is, where are you performing your duty? So if you are asking question from one person, he will tell you, I am performing my duty in Peshawar. And someone will tell you, I am performing my duty in Saudi Arabia. and someone will say I am performing my duty in India. So there will be different answers of this question, and these answers will be in the form of a statement. So such type of interrogative we will call as an open interrogative. Another interrogative kind of interrogative, that is closed interrogative. Just we say closed interrogative. So that is a sort of interrogative of which the answer can be given in yes or no. That will be given in the form of yes or no. If you are asking this this question from these three persons, so among them someone will say no and someone will say yes. So they will not place any statement, and they will just give us answer in the form of yes or no. Such type of interrogative we will call closed interrogative. For example, would you like to take tea? Three persons are there and we are asking question, would you like to take tea? Some will say yes and some will say no. So the answer will be in the form of yes or no. That we will call closed interrogative. So be in mind. Third kind is tag interrogative. That is very important interrogative, that is called tag interrogative. Mostly that is used in speeches. When a person is placing some argument, then he will use this tag interrogative. Here within tag interrogative, the question will be asked according to the statement. First of all, he will place a statement, and then for confirmation, he will ask a question. Or simply we can say that first he will give answer, and according to his own answer, he will place a question. If the answer is positive, question will be negative. If the answer is negative, question will be positive. That is very important. For example, she was fond of reading books. She was fond of reading books. Statement is positive. Now definitely question will be negative. Was not she? That is called tag interrogative. Answer is before the question. Answer is before the question, or question is asked according to the answer. If answer is positive, question will be negative. If answer is negative, she was not fond of books. Here is statement is negative. Question, was she? Question will be positive. So when answer is negative, question will be positive. When statement is negative, question will be positive. When statement is positive, question will be negative. I have written here formula as well. Statement positive, question negative. Statement negative, question positive. Such type of interrogative we will call tag interrogative. So another question, another type of interrogative about which my student has asked me, what is double interrogative? What is double interrogative? And that is as well very important kind. That is the fourth kind of interrogative, which we call it double interrogative. What is double interrogative? The sentence which contains two interrogative words or two interrogative clauses. Two questions will be asked here. One will be a direct question, another will be an indirect question. One statement that will be about the direct question. Another statement will be about the indirect statement, indirect question. So, the sentence which contains two interrogative words. There will be two interrogative words, two type of question will be asked, and one interrogative are two clauses. For example, who knows where she went? Just see, who knows? One question is up to that place, who knows? That is first question. Where she went? That is second question. That is second question. Who knows where she went? So first question, where she went. Second question, who knows? That is direct question. Where she went, that is indirect question. So the statement is called double interrogative. Who and where, two interrogative words are used here. Who knows, one class, interrogative class. Where she went, another interrogative class. So two interrogative clauses will be there within this sentence, and two type of question will be asked. Such type of interrogative we will call as double interrogative. Can you tell me what time it is? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? That is the first question. What time it is? That is the second question. Can you tell me? That is direct question. What time it is? That is indirect question. Can, that is interrogative word. What, that is interrogative word. You know, can is auxiliary but before the subject, so that will become an interrogative word. That is an interrogative word. And what, that is an interrogative. Can you tell me, interrogative clause. What time it is, interrogative clause. Two type of answer will be given, and two type of question are placed here within this statement, within this sentence, that we will call double interrogative. And do you know, another example, do you know why he left? Do you know? That is one question. Why he left? That is another question. So do auxiliary before the subject becomes an interrogative word. So do interrogative word why, an interrogative word. That is double interrogative. Do you know, an interrogative clause. Why he left, an interrogative clause. So do you know why he left? These are an interrogative clauses. And you know, this is the one is direct question, another is indirect question, and the interrogative statement is double interrogative. So be in mind that we have discussed four kinds of interrogative sentence, and we have discussed the basic structure of interrogative sentence as well, and that is very important. So be in mind, watch this video again and again. If you have any problem, then comment below, and I will try my best to give you answer, to give you a satisfactory answer. Thank you very much for watching my video.